Ugh, still in that wrinkly shirt. If this video finds you, get help. Me again, Mr. Goodman. Now, I don't consider myself a doctor when I say this. I mean, what do I really know? I have a BA, not a BS. Now, what I can say is I love to create things. One could say that I'm a creator, or that I'm creative. I know you because I am you. And we are autistic. Undiagnosed. I've been noticing a lot of online tests and self-diagnosis plural for a while now, and although I can't say for certain, most of you are lying. Not in a bad way, I just think that this oversimplification of neurodivergent traits being condensed into this one umbrella term becoming the norm is kind of funny. Yes, autism is a spectrum, but just like before people understood that it was a spectrum and couldn't fathom someone who is autistic being high functioning, can't help but feel that there are people unintentionally causing a social regression back to the pre-2000s era definition of autism. And an argument can be made that if everyone is a little neurodivergent, wouldn't that just make them neurotypical? And if that's true, what is normal? To find answers, I went to Google Scholar. No, I'm not gonna do that. My claim is based on bullshit and hearsay. That'd be a waste of our time. And ain't got much left. All creatives are autistic. That's the hook. But what I truly mean is that by societal standards, if I were to label someone who hyperfixates on their hobbies, dissociates from things that aren't important in their mind, and value the fun and freedom that comes with the work, say drawing for 6 hours straight, or making an album worth of music in one day, or developing Stardew Valley, I would just call them autistic. Jokes aside, the true thesis is that the creative mind is a neurodivergent one. And that's okay. Good news. After only one upload, the channel has its first sponsor, Nalu, a Discord app that I co-developed with my dear friend Darnell. If you need a free, easy-to-use app with powerful moderation tools, engaging games, and useful utilities, add Nalu to your server today using the link in the description. Now back to the video. Have you ever seen a musician try to explain what a time signature is to someone who doesn't give a shit? Have you ever heard Stevie Wonder's 1973 Motown record Inner Visions? I doubt you've heard it the same way I have. You ever lock yourself in a room doing 5 beats a day for 3 summers? Name one genius that ain't autistic. If loving something to the highest degree, down to the tiniest detail, and finding joy and happiness when alone with it, or when given the option to share those interests with others is what my For You page considers autism, then I know a lot of undiagnosed people. Sports fans that can tell you the college a player went to, how long he was there, what deodorant he uses, and his GPA 2 years before he was drafted. Lego collectors that know the pieces by their SKU numbers. Squishmallow hoarders. Dark Souls lore enthusiasts. Charlie Puth. Autistic, at least by society standards. The world call them ops. I call them nerds, non-derogatory. You see, I have 20,000 hours in Black Desert. A disdain for small talk, a conceptual understanding of most object-oriented programming languages, an insatiable desire to quip like a cartoon character every 5 minutes, a stoic nature, and no bed frame. That's normal to me. And I know that to some, I sound batshit insane. No bed frame, oh, the horror. When my preferences don't align with what's expected of me, does that make me neurodivergent? Maybe. Relative to who I'm around. But because the internet, my niche interests put me in close proximity to like-minded individuals. Growing up, there were things that I would say and do that would be considered out of the ordinary to my peers. That's why my nerd ass was like, I'll call myself bizarre. Looking back, I was out of pocket most of the time. Overall, the things that my peers considered important didn't hold the same value to me. And it all clicked when I found communities comprised of people weirder than me. I'm not bizarre to them. I'm Mr. Normal. To keep it brief, most of you are hobbyists, and some of you hyperfixate on your hobby to the point where you alienate those around you. Is it autism? It could be, but I guarantee you're not alone. As for if I myself am autistic, the only person that can tell me that is a specialist, and that specialist may or may not throw my ass into that white room with no doorknob. Please remember that I may have been on the dean's list twice in college, go green, but that was many moons ago, and it was for art classes. I'm not here to diagnose you. Do your own research and prove yourself right by leaving the cave. I'm just a shadow at the end of the day. Also, this video is not intended to poke fun at autistic people. I have autistic friends. You can't cancel me. Of the channel viewers, 100% of you. If you enjoyed the video, please leave it a like. It makes me happy, makes me smile. Are you autistic? Let me know in the comments below. Wacky links in the description. Y'all be easy.